Hello. Today I'm going to make my next square for my block of month cow, which is a crochet along. I'm not sure if this is actually February's pattern or March's, so you'll have to forgive me. This one is called Crochet Flower Power Square. It's a free pattern and it's by Crochet and Create. But you can find it on Ravelry as well, and I'll give you a link to that. It does appear to be in UK terminology as well, which is great. So I don't have to keep trying to remember which one's which. I've got lots of scraps to use up. This was January's one, which I can't remember I made it by. So that's basically a circle that's been turned into a square. Quite a lot of wool in this material. It's quite itchy for me. So now I've got some of this blue. I think I might make a blue shade one maybe. Let's see, I don't know how many things we do. So there's attention, different materials you use. This is all your abbreviations and how to work them. So this is a really good pattern. It's a really good pattern. Okay, UK instructions, made without turning until the end of the 6th row. So the first one is, I'm going to try and use up a little bit of this, these scrap pieces that I've got. I don't like throwing scrap pieces away. It's another blue. Let's try, there might be enough of this one, which is a cotton. She's quite too much there, I think. I want one that's quite small. As it's just one piece that's the centrepiece, that should be enough, I think. So with one colour, or colour one, they're telling you to only have a certain amount of colours, but obviously you don't have to copy that. Make a magic circle. Now you can just do stitches into one circle, but I prefer to do 3 or 4 chains and then join it together to make a circle. Okay, so there's your, in there you might just be able to see there's a circle in the middle there. Okay, work one chain and then 12 half trebles into the circle. So a half treble is over and then through the hole and then pull it through. You'll have 3, but instead of working 1, 2, you just pull through all the hooks. So over, through, done, over, through, done, over, through, done, over, through, over, through the hole, done. I quite like to try and crochet over that if I can. Kind of hides the mess a little bit. And it says 12, so I've got, that's where it gets a bit tricky for me to count. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then slip stitch to the first, that very first chain that we made to finish it off. Okay. Okay, next round, join in colour 2 to make 4 chains. Oh, join in colour 2, make 4 chains. So I'm going to go for this lighter one, if I can find the end. This is the downside of having tangly leftover pieces that just get moved here, there and everywhere. Not going to find it, am I? Oh, what's you? You. I've pulled the other end. I'm going to have a big knot. No, not the big knot. There we go. I think it's coming undone now. There we go. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Whew. I always seem to manage to find time just right before I have to go to work, and then obviously I don't have time, so I can't really sit down as much as I'd like to, which is a bit of a shame. But there you go. Soon I'll have a couple of weeks off work, and that'd be nice. I can catch up and do all the bits that I want to do. This is actually really a lot more tangled than I thought it was. Let's try this end and that end. Okay. We'll see. I'll see how I get from there. That's obviously been joined together there. So join the colour together. I tend to knot mine together and then hide it by crocheting over it. Okay. And then it says 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 treble into the next half treble and then make a chain. So and then repeat around. So it's 1 half, 1 treble. So this would be 1, 2. Or is that? Yeah, it is. And then a chain. So all the way around. Well, now you can put it in between the stitches there, but I prefer putting it in the actual stitch. I tend to find it makes it just that little bit more sturdy, especially if you're making really lacy patterns. And I also think it looks a little bit neater. But it's entirely up to you, of course. You just might have to adjust how many stitches and make sure you're doing what the pattern's asking you if you're knocking it on a little bit that way. I think that bottom yarn's quite splitty as well. Doop. Should be one there. Doop. And there should be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Fasten off. Again. Okay. So I've made like a little wheel. Fasten off. Next, round 3, join in colour 3 with a slip stitch to each first chain space. There's another one that's tangled. Right. Slip stitch to in each first in a chain 1 space. So this would be in here. I'm hoping I can do this before I go to work. That would be great. Sploos. Make 3 so slip stitch, yeah, make 3 chains and then 2 treble into the same space. Okay, 1, 2, 3 chain and then 2 trebles. Remember that's a treble. 1, 2, 2 trebles, 3 trebles into each remaining chain space to the end. So that's the next chain space is there. So over, through, over. know, I could go a lot faster. I'm going to try and be slow just so you can understand. I didn't hook that one properly. There you go, there's my tangle coming again. Okay, over. As I said, if you're beginning, it's really good to use a chunkier yarn or wool and a bigger hook. I wouldn't start much less than a maybe 3.5. A 4 is a nice size. That's UK 4mm. Another splitty yarn. At least I get to use up all my little bits and pieces that are left over from, you know, lots of other projects and things, so that's good. I'm pleased about that. I've got a feeling I might have to cut this in a moment. Cut and patch it back together again. It does happen, especially really old pieces. I ought to learn to put it into a little bag better, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm going to cut that. There we go. Oop. And I end up with lots of tinky tiny leftover pieces. There's another piece. Okay, knot that one back together. And at least this way there's nothing that's going to be wasted at all. Okay, next space. Seeing if I'm going to play yarn chicken with the last bit. I think I might just be able to get 6 left without adding another piece. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm so close. Don't think I am. 1, 2. No. Oh, dang. Add this tiny piece on. As I say, these kind of things are great for using up the very last of your scrap pieces. They're perfect, you know. Okay. That's that bit off. Now round 4. Okay, this is a bit, I'm going to have to start reading this bit properly. I'm not sure I've got enough of that colour, but I do quite like it. I don't think so. I might try this lilac, I think. I'll cut that bit off there. Joining colour 4 to make a 3 chain. It doesn't say where. Oh, okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in the bits that join, in between the trebles. Make 3 chain, make 3 chain, 2, 3, treble 2 together, so that is 1, leaving last loop of hook, okay, 1, but we leave the last hoop, 2, and then all together, okay, chain 3 and treble 3 together, 1, 2, 3, treble 3 together. So doing the 3 together is doing as you would a treble. Instead of going all the way through, you do 1, you leave this last one, 2, leave the last ones, and 3, do it all together. Okay, into the base of the chain 3, miss 2 trebles. Well, there's not 2, there's 3, isn't there? Perhaps I should have done it in the bottom of there. Oh, hold on. I'm not going to have to think about this one, even we'll get stuck. Into the base of 3 chains, so that would be in there. Miss 2 trebles. Okay, I should have done that in there. Okay. Okay. So chain 2 together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 together. 1, 2, and 3. Miss 2 trebles. Yep. 1, 2, and then 3 together. Chain 3. Oh, okay. Okay, so the first one we're doing the cluster into the first double crochet, triple, and then we're missing 2, that's fine. Okay. It's quite a splitty yarn, this one as well. I seem to get them. 1, 1, 2, 3, and then another triple in here. Yeah, you see, this is not very good, this one. It's picking up the one below it. 1, 2, 3, all the way through, okay. And then miss 2 into the first one again. 1, 2, and 3 all the way. 1, 2, 3 crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, miss 2 again. Do your treble over, through. 1, 2, 3, all the way through. 3 chain, and the same again in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is turning out really cute. Miss 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I don't do this. Don't do a chain between the clusters. Onto the next one, I mean. Miss the 2 again, into the first. 1, 2, 3. All the way through. 1, 2, 3. And back in the same hole again. 1, 2. Oh, come on, monkey. 3. Miss 2 again. 1, 2, 3. 3 between the things again, obviously. back into the same hole. Three, miss two, I'm getting there. And miss your two into the first one again. Three, two, three. To the first one, one, two, three. Miss two. I think I've only got a couple more left. One, two, three, three. Miss the two into the first one. Wow. Two, three. Okay. And then the last one, I missed the two. I've got one, two, three. Chain three, two, three. One, two, three. So I've done that. Repeat from there to there, all the way round to the end. Slip stitch to the top of the chain three and fasten off. So that's the beginning chain three that I did. Slip stitch is literally just pull it through like that. Fasten off, and then I'll be on round five. And look how it is so far. It's quite cute. Like a little flower. Okay, so I'm now on the 5th row, and it says join any in colour 1. Obviously I can just use any colour, but if you're trying to match them up and follow this colouring, then you would into any 3 spans. That's 3 chain space. So we did the 3 chain space between those. So 3 chain spaces there and there. So I'm not sure what colour I'm going to go for. I might go back to this colour, see if I can untangle it. Be my tangle monsters. Okay. I've got my cat trying to say hello. Hi. Hi Tilly. My little I call her a twincess. She was a twin, and unfortunately her litter mate has long since passed. She's 12 now, or nearly 13, so she's quite old. Everyone thinks she's a kitten, but she's not a kitten. She's a big cat. Come on, you baby. Yes, I know, you're on the work surface as well. Naughty girl. Hello. Hello. Come this way. You're going to knock it over. Hello. Hello. Come on. And she's a very, very lovely cat. Very lovely. Oh my goodness, this is a tangle now. But I don't want to waste it, so I am going to keep cutting parts off. So yeah, I think I'm going to go back to this colour here, this darker blue. So join any one colour in a 3 chain space with a slip stitch. So you're not helping. What are you doing? Come on the wall, isn't it? Are you going to ruin my jigsaw as well? Oh, you're going to sit on it. That's it. Sit on the jigsaw. Perfect. That's it. Good girl. Any chain 3 space with a slip stitch. So it's my little slip stitch. I'm going to move over. There we go. Slip stitched it in. 3 chains. 1, 2, 3 chains. 3 trebles. So 1, 2, 3. 2 chains. And then 4 trebles all in the same space. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we've made a corner. We have. We're turning it into a square now. Okay. 4 double crochets into each of the next 2 chain spaces. Oh, into the next 2 chain 3 spaces. So we're going to miss all of that and we're going to go into there. So how many did we want? 4. Oh no, it's that one, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4 into the 1 and then into the next 2. Same 1, 2, 3, 4. I know where this is going now, this pattern. And then into the next one, 4 treble, 2 chain, 4 treble. So into the next chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 chains, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to have a knot now. A big tangle. If I'd been better prepared, she says, I wouldn't have had this big knot. I don't think it helps with cats like to play with it. Young lady. You, I'm talking to you. It's a nice big bit there. Okay. Join it back together. And then, so I've done that, this bit, into the next chain 3 space, which I did. 4 double crochets into each of the next 2 3 chain spaces. So there's my 3 chains. So into the next 2 3 chain spaces, I want to do 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4 into the first chain 3 space, into the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and repeat from star to star to the end. So repeat from star to star means repeat from there, which is there, and then to there. So we just keep doing this around this loop. Whoop, whoop. So now back into the next chain 3 space is 4 trebles, 2 chains, 4 trebles. So there's the next chain 3 space, was in between that little cluster. Oh. Try and colour over the cut one from the previous section. 2. And hide that. 3, 4, 2 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And then 4 double crochets into each of the next 2 clusters. That's the cluster in between. Double You have to remember to swap back to your stitch pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to that one again. Or is that right? Have I done that right? Yes, I have. It's alright, it's my counting. 4 trebles and 2 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's easier when you don't have a touch of arthritis in your hand and you can grip things better. 3, 4. So repeat round to the end, and then we're there. We are now 4 double crochets into each of the next 2, 3 chain spaces. Back to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in that one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat round. I have to the end. I am, because I'm back where I am. Slip stitch to the top of the 3 chain of the beginning row. So that was my beginning row. Slip stitch done. Fastened off. Okay. Okay. 6 rows. 1 chain, 1 double crochet into the base of the 1 chain, 1 double crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so they want you to put a double crochet in each of the stitches around. I find double crocheting quite small, so what I might actually do is do it into between the stitches here, just because there's a little bit more of a loop showing. So I'm going to do that instead. And it says work in the corner, 2 double crochets, 2 chain, 2 double crochets. So I'm going to start in the corner actually instead of starting there. I just find it a little bit easier. Yeah. Okay. Back to this ghastly splitty yarn again. Okay. So what was it? 2 double crochets. So I'm going to do 2 chain. 1 double crochet to start, and then 2 chain. Actually, what I'm going to do is to make this bigger, because it's going to end up being quite small for a 5-inch. I'm going to make these into double trebles instead of doubles. Sorry, into trebles instead of doubles, just to make it that little bit wider. So if I do 1, 2, 3, then my treble. So I'm just making the stitch a bit longer, which of course makes the square wider. Okay, 2 chain, and then my treble. Okay, and that's a corner made. And then it says, like I say, work into a double crochet into the base of each double crochet. This is okay here, but I do find, like I say, these bits quite small to work in, so I'd rather work when I'm working on double crochet, unless I'm making the I can never pronounce it, amagi patterns, then I would always do in there, but only with the double crochets. The rest of them are long enough to do, so I'm going to do it in between the stitches instead. I could do it in there, or I could do it in there. And that's my cat. It's like someone's put 50p in her. She starts purring for no reason. She's a very contented little kitty. She's happy, I think, because the sun's out, and she loves being outdoors. being a farm cat. We got her from her and her twin from a lady that was going to have them destroyed. They was 18 months old just because they couldn't find anyone to take her. I was like, no! I just thought that was just a bit weird, to be honest. But yeah, I've had her ever since. We have another cat who's was a stray that just turned up with a postman one day. We never found out who he belonged to. He wasn't chipped, he wasn't neutered. Had a lot of stray mentality as well. He's very protective of his food. He's still, even though he's 11 now, we've had him all that time, he's still a bit wary of being left alone. He likes to be around people all the time. And he certainly likes his food as well. But thankfully he's not quite so aggressive about it now. Now he knows that he's never going to go hungry again. Weirdly, so sometimes we give our cat, you know, the little scraps of lamb or chicken that's left over, the nice cooked ones, and she loves it, but he can't, he won't eat it. He won't eat that or any fish or anything like that. He just likes the really horrible processed meat, which is I don't know, perhaps that's what he managed to find. So it's Friday, yay! Husband was on about taking me out for dinner on Sunday, which is lovely, but I don't know if I fancy it, to be honest. I don't know. Of course, almost there. Almost back to the beginning in every stitch. Okay, so I've got one more row to do, but I think I'm going to do a brighter colour. I'm not sure I've got enough of, but I do have enough of that one, so that would be good fun, I think, to finish on. All my little scrappy pieces, and then that says 1 double crochet, 2 chain, 1 double crochet. So it's just the same again. So I will do another row of triple crochet round instead of double crochet, and that gets me back to where I was. I have no idea what that is. There, I've missed a stitch there. Oh no, I haven't. That's because it was a chain there. Okay. And of course, we're using up these ends. You do generally tend to have a lot of ends to weave in. I'm going to tuck that behind there a bit. This one might be easier actually. I wonder if I just do a half treble, which is just pulling it all the way through instead of going 1, 2. Instead of going 1, 2, you just go over and then through and then straight through, and it's a bit quicker as well, and then the stitch isn't that much shorter. So I got my third assignment from my degree and I only got 60%, but that's not too bad. Obviously that's fairly high for degree standards. At the moment, my first assignment I got 85 and 75, so 60 is the lowest. However, those 3 scores are more than what I got on my first year, which would be that I would get a first. So as long as I keep continuing, I should get a really good degree at the end, but I'm really not sure what I want to do at the end at the moment. All I know is there's a desperate need for you know, art therapists and play therapists, educational psychologists within the field. Maybe some sort of counselling at the end would be something like that. I often wonder what my cat thinks when she's you're just chatting to yourself and there's nobody else here. It's nice. One, 2 in the corners, don't it? So do 2 and then a chain of 2. Ooh. Between the stitches. Okay. Between the stitches. Because I do normally like to go in there unless it's a double crochet, because they're quite tight. But on this occasion I'll go to the side, which I believe you're supposed to go through here, this loop here, but I find it makes the fabric, you see, like that, it makes the fabric pull a little bit more, which if you have very fine yarn it can be a bit of a problem. So we're getting some more buildings going up behind us at some point. I've got a feeling it'll be in the summer, just as I'm preparing to have a nice relaxing summer sitting in the garden. It's going to be non-stop drilling and building. But hopefully it should be faster than the ones that we had opposite, where it was happening during COVID time, and it was delayed, and then they would have one roofer or one builder at a time, and it took a lot longer. I do worry about the infrastructure around here, because as it is, our local doctors I think they've got about 17,000 patients, and you can't get an appointment. It's just quite appalling, really. So we're now back to the beginning, slip stitch that on there, and I think I'm done. I am. Okay. So I have quite a few pieces here. I can pull them through, tidy them up a bit. This is called weaving off, so you can literally make sure you cover the knot properly. Weave them all the way through. Some of them I already did when I covered them with the thing, but this one I haven't quite done, so I'll do that one. Okay, now I'll just trim these because I know I've already woven over the knots. So yeah, there we go. It's cute. And so that was another circle that's been turned into a square, but it was a bit more flower-like than this one. I kind of wish I'd done some different colours in this centre as well, maybe a cream. However, it's done now. So I believe this is February's square. I think it's called, let's see. Oh, Crochet Flower Power Square by Crochet and Create. And that's pattern CNC340. But yeah, that's also got, not only has it got UK version, it's also got the USA format, although I didn't print that off because I didn't need that. But yeah, really well done pattern, really nicely written, well done. Anyway, see you soon and have a good weekend whatever you're doing. Bye.